Hello guys, so welcome back to Amazon Labs once again. In today's session, we are going to learn more about funnel managed campaigns, which is nothing but we are going to study various cycles or various phases of PPC management. Typically when it comes to launch, this is where you're going to start with your exact match campaigns. At this phase, do not start or do not launch any of your auto campaigns or any of your broad match campaigns because you don't want to waste your money. So this is the time. So you just launch your product. And I mean, in fact, even before launching, you have put in a lot of work in order to understand on which keywords your competitors are doing well, on which keywords are your competitors indexed on top 4 or 5 organic placements. So you have put in a lot of work. So there's a lot of analysis, a lot of data. You're holding a lot of data. Likewise, even on brand analytics, you get to see on which search terms your competitors are crushing. Now, when you have so much of data, what you should be doing is you should try to get your product indexed on these keywords, or you should try to test your product on these keywords and see how it is performing. Always start your launches only using exact match campaigns. Now, when I say exact match campaigns, you can also structure your exact match campaigns. Let's say during research, you got to see there are 100 keywords, 100 search terms where your competitors are absolutely crushing. Now, you may not start your PPC campaigns with 100 keywords or 100 campaigns. Rather, what you can do is start with, maybe you just break it down into three phases. In phase one, you could focus maybe on 30 keywords. In phase two, you could focus on another 30 keywords. In phase three, you could focus on the other 40 keywords, right? So now, this is how you can structure, you can break it down, and then you can launch and bid aggressively on these, keywords and see what happens. Now, it is also important that before, speaking about bids or anything like that, you should be very much clear of the negation rules because you are running your exact match campaigns. Mostly, you could be also turning on your top of search. So your top of search, your bids could be little higher because you're spending more in order to get those placements. Be very clear on your negation rules. Your negation rules could be look for keywords where you got 20 clicks and there are no sales. If there are any such keywords, immediately pause them. And also look for keywords where your conversion ratio is less than 5%, right? So just shut them down. They're of no use. And also look for keywords where you have so many clicks and there are, and then your ACOS is like two times your sales price. Let's say if you're selling a product which is of $20, and if your ACOS is like, 2 or 3x, you may also look into it or you may consider reducing the bids, right? So these are few negation or management rules. So when you are initiating your exact match campaigns, and these rules apply across the board no matter in which phase you are. Now, what is the outcome of this phase one? Now, while running exact match campaigns, you'll get to see keywords where you have at least two sales, right? Now, two sales is sufficient proof for you to now discover them. Just look for keywords where you have at least two sales, move them from exact, or transition from your initial exact match phase to discovery phase. Now, at discovery phase, I don't mean that you should pause your exact match campaigns. You should always run your exact match campaigns, do not pause them. However, optimize your exact match campaigns basis your ACOS, just increase or reduce your bids and do all that stuff. Now, what is the purpose of discovery campaigns? Now, in the previous phase, exact match, you got to see keywords where you have two plus sales. Now, you want to discover, you want to find the long tail version or the extension keywords or the extension of exact match keywords. In that ways, you're trying to, you're in search for more search terms which are aligned to keyword that has provided you or given you two plus sales. Now, all that you're going to do is pick that particular keyword or search term And then in the discovery phase, just initiate broad and a separate phrase match campaign. Now, in the discovery phase, all the negation rules that we spoke earlier, they still apply here also. But at this phase, you need to do responsive bidding. Now, what do I mean by responsive bidding? It is nothing but you're going to bid or you're going to amend your bids basis your conversion ratios and your ACOS. Let's say for a specific broad or phrase match campaign, if your conversion ratio is greater than 15%, and if your ACOS is maybe like 60% or 70%, you can optimize your ACOS. You can work towards reducing your ACOS to maybe 40%. Assuming your gross margin is 30%, you can have 10% buffer, because on these campaigns you have a higher or greater than 15% conversion ratio. So give that additional 10% buffer. If your gross margin is 30%, target to hit 40% ACOS on these campaigns, just because your conversion ratio is greater than 15. While you may also get to see uh, campaigns where your conversion ratio is under 15%. In that case, optimize those campaigns at your break even ACOS, in this example, which is at around 30%. Now, you may also get to see there are certain campaigns where your conversion ratio is less than 5%. Now, you need to see, why is my conversion ratio very low? Is my pricing bad, or are my images bad? Just evaluate all those factors, and also be very much open to pause campaigns where your conversion ratio is less than or under 5%. Now, what is the whole idea of your discovery purpose or phase? I mean, as I mentioned, you're just trying to find the long tail extensions of keywords that have proven well in your exact match phase. Now, here you're just finding more keywords, or you're. I mean, you can just think it in this manner: the keywords that you found in your exact match phase, they are like your seed keywords. In discovery phase, you're trying to find the extensions of those seed keywords. Now the outcome is that you need to look for search terms which have given you at least 5 sales, and where your conversion ratio is greater than 15%. Now just be in search for such search terms at your discovery phase. Now once you get to that level, just pick all those 5 search terms, and then move to your sales campaigns. Now sales campaigns are nothing but you're just preparing, or you're just testing your search terms before preparing for a ranking activity. Now sales campaign in this phase, well, you found certain keywords which are doing well in discovery, you got 5 plus sales, and your conversion ratio is 15, greater than 15%. Now, in sales campaigns, you are just going to run just exact and phrase match campaign. Now, ultimately, here also, it's just that you just don't want to blindly rank it up and then fall back on organic rank positions. So it is just like an additional buffer stage where you can test whether these systems are really providing you sales or not. So just test them, just initiate exact and phrase match campaigns, and wait for at least 2 sales. Once you get 2 sales, just check your conversion ratio and your ACOS. If your conversion ratio is greater than 20%, and if your ACOS is within your break even target, right? So you can definitely transition those keywords or search terms into performance campaigns, where you're just going to run exact match, once again high bid, and also top of search, because you anyways know that your conversion ratios are good, and then you have also validated it, right? So all the remaining phases, you already validated them. Now you're going to run exact match campaigns. Now understand, it's very important for you to be on top organic placements on these keywords, in I mean the ones which are in performance phase. Now how do I get to top organic placements? There are various organic and inorganic ways. Now it's definitely not possible to trick a 1 billion dollar company. So if you think that giveaways or external agency support, I mean, to be very honest, all that stuff is not required. Just stick to fundamentals. Just understand what are the parameters that Amazon would consider for ranking up a product, And the answer to the question is conversion ratio. So on these keywords, just make sure that you give exclusive discount or price your product very, very competitively and run exact match top of search campaigns. In that manner, over a period of 2 or 3 weeks, you will be able to drive so much sales volume and also improve your organic rank positions, right? So this is how you're going to manage your cycle your PPC campaigns from phase one, which is your exact match phase, phase two your discovery, phase three your sales campaigns, and then phase four your performance campaigns. Now your auto campaigns, they fall under discovery, right? So you're going to initiate auto campaigns only after 3 or 4 weeks of launch. Now you can do one more thing. Now keywords or search terms where you're doing well, you may also use sponsored display ads, or you can definitely use other advertisement options. And as a part of your discovery campaigns, if you get to see any asins, of course you can also do your product targeting ads. So, well, that is all we have, and this is exactly what we have done for one of the recent products. And we are actually working on it. We have not finished it completely. We are just in phase one, transitioning between phase one and phase two. And by the way, guys, you should never ever stop your PPC campaigns. So, advertisement is like a lifeline. Just make sure that you're always running your PPC campaigns and just manage your bits effectively. So, well, what I was saying is that we just used the same hacks and we were able to do around $6,000 in the first month. And it is definitely not any giveaways or anything like that. So, everything is organic. So, we have launched this product using Amazon PPC, and the exact same image is what you have seen on the thumbnail, right? So I hope you enjoyed this video and you learned something new. If that is the case, just give me a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel and share it with your friends, and we'll come up with many more interesting topics. Have a great day. Appreciating your time. Thank you.